Get ready, because what I'm about to reveal regarding the latest dietary guidelines is so groundbreaking, so utterly unprecedented, it will fundamentally change how you view food forever. For decades, I've meticulously tracked the evolution of our dietary recommendations, and I genuinely never imagined I'd witness anything like the seismic shift that just occurred. We're not talking about a minor adjustment or a slight tweak to the familiar food pyramid. We're talking about a complete inversion, an upside-down revolution that has truly flipped the entire paradigm on its head. This isn't just big news, it's monumental, signaling what many are calling the most significant reset of federal nutrition policy in history. This dramatic reversal is being hailed as a massive victory, particularly by figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who, as Secretary of Health and Human Services, has been a driving force behind this Make America Healthy Again agenda. While a few lingering issues need addressing, my excitement is palpable, especially when considering the profound implications this will have across our institutional food systems. Imagine the ripple effect this will have. Schools, hospitals, nursing homes, and even the military will be compelled to completely overhaul their supply chains, moving away from long-established norms. These guidelines serve as the bedrock for federal nutrition programs and policies, making this a truly radical and far-reaching transformation. For over 40 years, the bedrock of our dietary advice was built upon a foundation of grains, recommending a staggering 6 to 11 servings every single day. The entire structure of past food pyramids was, in essence, a carbohydrate-centric model. However, with the recent release of the 2025-2030 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, that entire model has been decisively abandoned. This wasn't a mere adjustment of numbers. For the first time, these guidelines explicitly emphasized the food itself, a shift of enormous significance. It's clear this transformation wasn't born from mere opinion. Rather, the overwhelming accumulation of data over years has reached a point where it simply cannot be ignored any longer. A pivotal change within these new guidelines is the direct targeting of ultra-processed foods, unequivocally identifying them as the primary culprits behind a staggering 90% of chronic diseases, including the alarming rise of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and fatty liver disease. No. For decades, the powerful ultra-processed food industry enjoyed a shield of silence, but that era is definitively over. The new document contains strikingly strong statements, moving far beyond cosmetic wording that once disguised unhealthy options as beneficial. It's no longer about making things sound healthy, it's about holding harmful foods accountable. Let's directly compare the stark differences between the old and new models. The previous guidelines, as mentioned, pushed for an enormous 6 to 11 servings of carbohydrates daily, a quantity that rapidly converts into sugar in the body. They also championed low-fat, low cholesterol, and low-saturated fat diets, with an almost exclusive focus on the simplistic calories in equals calories out equation. The new guidelines, however, place ultra-processed foods directly in the crosshairs, instead emphasizing real foods. Critically, they advocate for a substantial increase in protein, specifically high-quality protein, even explicitly including sources like red meat. The old recommendation for protein was a mere 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight, meaning a 180-pound individual would be advised to consume around 65 grams per day. The updated recommendations elevate this significantly, suggesting 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, translating to approximately 98 to 131 grams of protein daily for the same 180-pound person. This represents a monumental shift, especially considering that many individuals are already deficient in high-quality protein. This single change alone is poised to have a profound positive impact on biochemistry, hormone regulation, and blood sugar stability. Implementing these sweeping changes, however, presents its own set of challenges, particularly given that the entire foundation of our current food supply and its complex logistical chains are deeply entrenched in ultra-processed foods. Over 50% of the calories consumed by Americans today come from these highly processed products. This raises the significant question of how such a deeply ingrained system can be rewired. Another delicate area concerns definitions. The government is currently working on a precise definition for ultra-processed foods, and while a clear understanding is crucial, a more fundamental starting point would be to redefine actual food. Previously, the definition of food was controversially altered to a legal one, emphasizing edibility and shelf stability rather than its biological purpose of sustaining life, promoting growth, and repairing body tissue. Without anchoring our understanding in the biological definition of food, it becomes incredibly difficult to effectively compare and contrast it with what constitutes an ultra-processed food. Returning to a biological definition would be a game changer, fostering greater awareness and encouraging people to simply eat food, recognizing that many items currently consumed cannot truly sustain health or repair the body, and instead contribute to disease. The power to control definitions ultimately controls the outcome. Despite all the positive strides made, one significant missing piece in these 2025-2030 nutrition guidelines is the direct acknowledgement